Hello and good morning, it's me again. So we're up in Milton Keynes. It's a sunny but damp Sunday morning. We're in the middle of November and we're at an Arnold Clark car rental place. Today we're going to be painting, I think, around about 10 parking bays. It's only in a single pack acrylic on block paving. Unfortunately, the client hasn't got the surface cleaned for us. Normally we request that it's jet washed or we sort of provide the steam cleaning service beforehand. Unfortunately, they haven't opted for it and we've turned up and it's quite dirty. So we'll have to get disclaimers signed, make sure they're happy for us to commence. But other than that, it's all pretty straightforward. And we've got a new toy to show you today, so I'm quite excited for that one. So today we're going to be using the Titan Powerliner paint machine. It's one of our sort of trusty go-to paint machines. We've got a few of these. We're going to be spraying a single pack acrylic paint. It's very hard wearing, very quick drying. The only thing is, the surface has to be bone dry for it to go down properly. So I'm going to show you our new toy. We just bought a couple of these from Somerford and it's the first job this one's been out on. It's essentially a compacted down version of a Lance on a lorry. Got a very small compressor powered by a Honda engine, and it mixes the gas and air right at the tip to create basically like a jet stream of hot air. Fantastic for drying out. We can remove some lines with it as well. I'll show you how it works. Right, so goggles on. The reason we wear goggles is because when the concrete or any surface gets hot, it has a tendency to blow off, and we don't want hot bits of rock flying up in our face. You might not be able to see this on camera because it is quite light, but the Lance is putting quite a lot of temperature into the floor and drying the blocks out in the process. Unfortunately, because it hasn't been jet washed, the lichen and the moss are still going to be there, but it massively reduces the chances of the paint flaking off. Right, so the floor's all dried out, got a little bit of warmth into the blocks, so we're good to go. I feel like it might rain soon, so I was going to put this away, decided not to. We should sort of push it over to the side and I'll show you how to sort of set that down later. Let's get the paint machine set up, flush some thinners through it, 'cause I don't know who used it last, and get some white in there. Let's get spraying. So one of my pet peeves with cleaning out a paint machine, some individuals decide to use brand new thinners just to do a flush through. Don't need to do it, it's a massive waste. We reuse the old thinners, you know, they've had time to settle, the solids are dropped to the bottom, and you know, it's better for the environment. We're disposing of a lot less and we can just reuse them again and again and again. So if you'd like a little bit more information on how to use a Titan Powerliner, we won't go through it in this video because we have done it before. Go check out the link, either there. Sam, you know where to put it. It's a bit more of a thorough run through on how to sort of set it up, what not to do, what to do. But today we'll kind of just brush past that. Right, so the paint machine is set up, we're ready to go. Got the revs up, stops the vibration. We've tested the width of the lines, we're ready to go. Every now and then you do get a little bit stuck in the tip or a drip fall off of the bit of cardboard. It's just part and parcel of the job. Some thinners on a rag or some blue roll for these tiny little blemishes should do the trick. And then finish it off with a wire brush. So that was the last line we could get to with the machine. Unfortunately, there's a car parked in the way of that last line. We can get to it, so what we'll do is we'll tape it up and spray it by hand. So we taped up the line, pre-dried earlier, guns off, haven't changed any of the settings or the paint, it's all exactly the same. Going to blur out the stupid person's number plate as well, so we don't know who the stupid person is. I was a little bit premature on that bit. So as I was saying, sometimes you get a little bit stuck in the tip and you can't really do much about it, unfortunately, but we can clean it up. Well, you probably noticed I haven't turned the paint machine off the whole time we have it running. That's because these paint machines, they're notorious for basically the batteries dying. They have very, very small motorbike batteries, and if they're constantly starting, stopping all day, the alternator can't keep up, and we end up having to replace 2 or 3 batteries a year. So I've got in the habit of just leaving it running all day. You use a little bit more petrol, but at least you know it's going to start next time you go to use it. Packing down the paint machine, we'll give it a good flush out, ready for the next job, because I know the next job isn't going to be white, it's going to be purple. So we need to flush some thinners through it, get it loaded up in the van, get it all packed away, get the client to sign it off. I hope that's really helped you guys. If any of you are painting your own car parks, give you some insights and maybe some inspiration on becoming a line painter. So yeah, any questions, please comment below or get in touch via the office. We're all loaded up pretty much, so just a few more tins in the blowpipe to get in, and then off to our next job. Absolute disaster. Hour and a half away from home, so packing up and going is not really an option.